Hey, welcome back to Pop Culture Graveyard, and a very happy new year to you. This week is a very different kind of episode. I'm not going to be talking about a musical artist. Instead, I'm going to tell you my New Year's resolutions for the new year. Right about here is where the viewership dipped. I've got 4 New Year's resolutions. Do you make New Year's resolutions? Does anyone do that anymore? Does anyone stick to them? Do me a favor. Tell me your New Year's resolution in the comments, even if you know it's a pipe dream. So stick around for New Year's resolutions 2022. That's Ronnie James Dio. It's not really 2022, but if you think of my head as the 0, that's not flattering. That's just 202. Anyway, New Year's resolutions. Back in a bit. Before I get rolling, if you're enjoying the show, do me a favor. Watch my commercials. It's the only way I make a few cents here. If you would like to support the channel even more, please consider joining my Patreon. It's at patreon.com/Pop Culture Graveyard. And thanks. New Year's resolution number 1, less viewers in 2022. I think I can do it. I know what you're thinking. Hollis, you've only been making videos for about 2 years, and you get dozens of views. How do you do it? Very simple. I only attract cool people. And fun fact, there are not that many of you out there. It's math. In general, cool people haven't been around that long. I mean, if you go back to the 1800s, there were very few of them. It was like Oscar Wilde and Wyatt Earp. That was it. And in the years since, there hasn't exactly been a cool people baby boom. So I am very lucky you cool folks found me. This is the cool kids table, and there's no fat on this bone. But I'm afraid that much like Spinal Tap, my appeal is becoming more selective. And I'm gonna embrace that trend. Quality over quantity. Listen, the vinyl community has not embraced my channel as I thought they might. In fact, you could say they avoid it like the plague. No, not our current plague. The original plague. Perhaps I should try to fit in more with the VC. Yeah, I picked this up at the thrift store. Paid $1 for it. I like it. It's a real good album. It's got songs on it. I think there are people in the band. Hey, Huey Lewis. Anyway, I like it. It's real good. I'll edit this later. I can't do it. I can't make those kind of videos just to fit in. You people have busy lives. I try to treat my show like a Ramones album. I give you as much as I can really, really quickly. I even cut out breaths. Aside from that, the vinyl community tends to talk about the same 10 bands over and over and over. That's not why I started this channel. So my vow to you, I'm going to get even more obscure in the new year. And so, moving forward, less viewers in 2022. That's counterintuitive. Resolution number 2, I'm going to buy less vinyl in 2022. Right. I'm gonna try. Look, I'll always buy vinyl. I'm a lifetime collector and lover of vinyl. But I sometimes treat vinyl like old lady hoarders treat animals. Only instead of a dog with matted hair, a bum leg, and a lazy eye, I take in records with a beat-up jacket, surface scratches, and a slight warp that does not affect play. And unlike a lot of people I see on YouTube who collect vinyl as a hobby, I've been collecting records since I was 12. It's not a hobby, it's a lifestyle. So vinyl is pretty much everywhere. This is the main unit that you see behind me every week. On the top is jazz, on the middle is classic rock, on the bottom is reggae and hip hop and soundtracks. In front of the unit on the floor are all kinds of records that I played and never put back. The floor records tend to rotate. Here is the second main unit that I have records in. These tend to be newer records or records that I picked up and cleaned up. And that unit, of course, also has records in front of it on the floor that need to be shelved somewhere. This is the last main storage unit I have. This bin system is one of my favorites. As you can see, you can flip through records like you do at a record store, top and bottom rows. I think this holds about 300 records. In a perfect world, I'd have a whole room of these. And then as you can see, I also have a few DJ cases that are always filled with records. Ones that I don't play that often. You might call it cold storage. Hey Hollis, why don't you store some records in a closet or something? Well, we had that idea a while ago, and that's where you'll find a lot of our DVDs and CDs. We don't even have room for food in our pantry. It's a wonder we don't starve. So I'm asking all of you who collect records and store them somewhere. Please share your vinyl storage solutions with me. How do you guys make space in your home for an eternally expanding record collection? And there's really no end in sight, because even when I don't buy records, people that love me buy records on the holidays, like Christmas, which is how I got this fantastic Neil Young at Carnegie Hall, or the Coltrane live album of Love Supreme in Seattle that I put on my wish list, or the latest album by Snail Mail that my wife got me. You guys know my love for Snail Mail's debut album. All of these records will be in my latest Vinyl Finds video, which will be coming up on my Patreon. So these kind of highlight the problem that even when I personally didn't bring vinyl into the house, people's love for me did. So I'm going to try and buy less vinyl in the new year. I'm for sure going to buy less new vinyl, because there's enough old vinyl that needs my love that I'll catch up with the new vinyl later. So if I fail in my endeavor to buy less vinyl in 2022, I at least want it to look like I bought less. So please give me ideas about how to store the vinyl I have. At least get rid of the stuff on the floor. Resolution number 3, watch less YouTube reaction videos. They suck my time and bring nothing of value to the table. Did you also waste far too much time in 2021 watching YouTube reaction videos? For the uninitiated, it's when someone records themselves watching someone else do something. In my case, clips of music artists performing. These things are the laziest videos on YouTube. If you somehow got from your childhood through age 21 without ever hearing Whole Lotta Love, or Bohemian Rhapsody, or Ricky Don't Lose That Number, should that be rewarded? You're rewarding them with clicks and likes. You should be horsewhipped. That's a little harsh. Or at least ignored. Better. But we watch these embarrassingly delayed rites of musical passage, like drug addicts wanting to relive our first high. Anyway, there are a few good video reactors. Fil from Wings of Pegasus, for example. He gives plenty of value back in the form of information about the artists that he's reviewing. He also helps us to see the musical artist through the eyes of a skilled musician like him. But by and large, he is the exception to the rule. So you're cut off reaction videos. And number 4, I'm going to spend less time editing. Did you notice? As is, editing takes up half my week. Half my week editing. That's time that could be spent watching Columbos, or eating mac and cheese, or carefully scraping price tags off of record sleeves. My first episodes, some of you may recall, were shot on my laptop before I had a camera, or lights, or knew anything about editing. I had to record everything in one long first take. One take Hollis. That's what they called me. No one called him that. Then I would just upload it. So easy. All recent videos take me hours to film and days to edit. How is that progress? So I'm going to try and do a better job of balancing the facts and details that I'm bringing you with delicious doses of my winning personality. See right there, the viewership dipped again. The result in the new year should be a show that somewhat resembles my early episodes mixed with my recent episodes. I'm going to try and double down on all the stuff that we like. So do me a favor, please let me know how you like these episodes going forward. 2021 was a good year, and I'm very, very happy and grateful for what you helped me build here. Don't forget to leave your resolutions below, and if you have not subscribed, please do so. I will see you next week in the new year with a lot more cool stuff.